Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry about that. I was enjoying some Queen there. My wife did a great parody of that song. So my wife is a theater and performing arts major, 4 degrees in it. She's well versed in the theater community, and performing arts. And during quarantine, I didn't know she was doing it, but I came out in the living room and she was doing this funny parody of Break Free by Queen and all this quarantine stuff. And my wife loves Queen so much that when my wife worked at Duke University, they hired her to teach theater, and not theater, but performing arts, dance arts at Duke University over in North Carolina. And they had to get a new amplifier, and the theater, music space, everything needed a new amplifier. And my wife named it, when they got it, she named it Freddie, in honor of the late Freddie Mercury, And I mean, still to this day, if I could go back and see any band, in their heyday, dead or alive, my number one choice would be Queen. It would be absolutely Queen, because Freddie was a performer. And it was he had I don't care what you say, he had the best voice out of anybody singing, I think. He had the highest range, I mean, his octaves, he had 4 octaves in his range, 4 octaves. Some say that I think he had a 5th. I think that's what people will say, that he had a 5th. But I would go back and I would see Queen, in their heyday. That's who I would see. Hands down. If you ask me that question in another year, it would still be Queen. It's always been Queen. What's up, Jag? Thanks for stopping in today. Really do appreciate that. Let me check some light here real quick. Give me a second. Whoa, there we go. How about that, huh? Isn't that bright? I love my lights. Let's go back down one. Yeah, hey, thanks for liking that shirt, Umbrella Corporation, right? Oh yeah, the sad thing about Freddie Mercury is that the day when he came out, everybody knew, but the day he came out as being, a homosexual, he died the next day. When he openly told the news, he passed away the next day. And that actor Malik, Robbie Malik, or whomever, whatever his name is, I think he did a great job impersonating Freddie Mercury in the movie Bohemian Rhapsody. Um, Outing my secret job. It, you know, having, I'm a musician myself. Jag, it's good to see you, Jag. Miss your face. I'm a musician as well, you know, and I have been for many years. I wish I played in front of people again. Now, that's the one thing, if I could be anything in the world, it would have to be a musician of that size. And it wouldn't be for the money, it wouldn't be for fame. I don't know if anybody else here plays music, but I don't care whether you're playing in front in a bar or a really big concert. Playing in front of people is a high. And unfortunately, a lot of our great musicians and people who've made great music and art, you know, have taken it to the next level with drugs, and you know, a lot of have overdosed. But that being said, playing in front of people is a natural high. And I've always wanted to play in front of people and be that musician. And I can tell you what, when we played Warped Tour, you know, you got 2,000 people standing in front of you, freaking out, having fun because you're playing on Warped Tour. You know, we were a sideshow. We didn't play on the main stage. But still, you have that many people, 3,000 people having fun at Warped Tour. I mean, that's a natural high. I would love... I know I've had chances. I've had chances to play in music, and I probably had opportunities to go try to be not a famous musician, but play music. I've had those chances. I've had them thrown at me many times. Now, is that what I wanted to do at the time? No, because it's scary. It's scary. It's scary to have to pick up everything and say, okay, I'm going to go play music and I'm going to, you know, get my 9 to 5 and that's what my life's going to be. But the biggest thing is I guess I've never been in a band that I've said, I love what we play and I want to continue it. I've been in cover bands. I've been in bar bands. I've been in rock bands and some metal bands, and that's not my style. I got offered to go audition for a band. What was their name? God damn it. Anyway, they live down in like Arizona, and they wrote me after my band opened for them at the place in Missoula, Montana called the Dark Horse. We opened for them, and then we're standing outside, and the singer was like, the Samus Theory, I think it was the Samus Theory was the name of the band, and they are like, hey man, you're good, like you're good, and I said, well, thank you, I appreciate that. And then their PR director got my information. 2 weeks later, they wrote me and said, hey, do you want to audition for the band? And I said, I would love to. I'm in this band. They said, yeah, that's fine. But I said, where are you guys located? And they said, we're in Arizona. I said, you're asking me to pick up everything and move down to Arizona and play in your audition for your band, but maybe move down there and leave everything I have here. And that was a no. You know, I didn't know the band. I didn't grow up with them. My old band, we played covers. Anyway, what I'm getting at here is, I think before you want to make a career out of music, I don't know how to say that. I don't know how to answer that. I'm getting sidetracked. The point in question is, you feed off the crowd. Jag, yes, the energy from the crowd is intense. And when you're on a stage, be 100, be 2,000 or 3,000. It's pretty fucking amazing. It is something that you always wondered, like, why do musicians need to do the drugs they do to have that high. Well, they've also reached that status of fame that they'll never ever get away from. They'll never ever get away from. And I just recently listened to something from Kurt Cobain when he was put on the cover of Rolling Stone or Time. I think it was cover Rolling Stone. And he couldn't handle, he goes, I can't handle seeing my face on the cover of a music magazine. He just didn't want that, you know. And then also then those people turn into, you know, they turn to escaping that, you know, with more responsibility becomes more problems, you know. And then you have that indispensable income. And I think that it's sad that that has to happen. Anyway, I'm still derailing, but the energy in the crowd that you get from playing live music, I don't care what you say. I'm gonna say it. I think it's better than sex. It is better than sex for me to be on a live stage when people are screaming and you know the songs, you're having fun, and that's, yeah, you have to be able to make those sacrifices as well. Don't get me wrong, sex is a good thing, but those endorphins kick in, you know. We used to play 3 hours. My band used to have 3-hour sets, even 4-hour sets at bars. And it was a huge show. And for 4 hours, it's a natural high. It is a natural high. You're never exhausted. And then when you play your last song, you're like, damn, man, that was a good show, and I'm ready for the next one. You know, it's rock and roll, man. It's rock and roll. And I miss live music. Wish I had video of you guys watching me. I really do. Something special about it. Sorry to derail there, you know. But as I was saying, we got on this topic of Queen. I mean, to be in that stardom of how big Queen was, if you've never seen live at Wembley Stadium, like the whole show, I mean, it is... and I've seen it years ago. I think I first saw Wembley Stadium in 2002. And I mean, this was funny. I went to a house party and they had huge speakers, you know, like huge speakers, you know, big tower speakers next to this giant TV. And everybody, let's just say it this way. Everybody when I walked in, everybody have already achieved liftoff, if you want to call it that. Everybody was halfway to Mars by then, you know. And so, I mean, they took the spaceship, and then I obviously got to take the rocket ship because I got to catch up to them. And then I just remember sitting down in this giant leather lazy boy recliner, and they had that stereo pumped up to 11. And I remember watching that Wembley Stadium show, and I was blown away. I was just losing my mind to see the fact that they have 100,000, 95,000 people all screaming your song and "We Will Rock You" and stuff like that. It just puts the hair up on its ends on your whole body. You used to get the same when you were interacting in high school. Yeah. It's a thrill. Acting's a thrill. Music's a thrill. Performing arts is a thrill. Right on. Anyway, sorry to go on a rant there, but that's just kind of where I was heading. It's just what I had to do. Let's get into the game, everybody. Welcome. My name's Nick, Slap Artist. This is Resident Evil for the GameCube. I want to break free. Right? Ugh. God damn. Good shit. God, I love Freddie Mercury. Bum, 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 bum. God knows how I want to break free. How's everybody doing tonight, though? Jag, you doing well? Shadow Lady, you doing good? Yeah, I acted once in like grade school. I was never cut out for it. Doing the air guitar? Yeah, I don't care who you are. Music is in everybody. God love it. Doing good, learning about more about Twitch streaming. Yeah, it's a lot to learn, my friend. It's a lot to learn. Like, there's a lot to do before you do stream, you know, and how... Did I already go through here? Where the frick am I? I have done this already. And I already fought the snake. I know where I need to go. This isn't where I need to go. You're both considering about getting into streaming. It's tough. It's not easy. You know, there's a lot to learn. It can, you know, I mean, you don't need to drop thousands of dollars when you begin with. I mean, my setup wasn't the best when I first started, though I did have access to some really nice gear. You know, it takes time. We're going to have some music next week. Maybe this week. You have 70,000 slaps? Son of a bitch. You're going to be requesting a game before I even know it. Well, thank you for your commitment and dedication, Shadow Lady. I really do appreciate that. I saw Rocksteady in here a little bit ago. There's a jewel. I mean, we'll take it. Why not? I mean, we go use it on the tiger. We probably got to deal with a hunter in there. But, you know, what the hell? Goddamn hunters. I hear zombies, not hunters. Let's take care of him. Otherwise, he's going to be an issue. talking about? Blue Cooper. Puppies. God, that scared the hell out of me. I thought there was a zombie coming through the door. I really did. Thank you so much. Puppy power. Scrappy Doo. Who doesn't love a little Scrappy? And life still goes on. So, Jag, what are you finding out about Twitch streams, my friend? Oh, I need some soda. Hunters? Ah, damn. I'm gonna run into a hunter here or something. I'm going the wrong way. Hunters. Shatter, 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 shatter. Oh, man. Layout's tough, Jag. Layout's tough, my friend. I mean, if you go back to my original streams, you'll see that my layout, I've changed my layout multiple times until I found the one like this. Like, this is my main layout, and this is what I'll keep here. I mean, I got enough room to show my partnership, even though people tell me to get rid of the partnered with. I do it to represent and who I'm working with. Yeah. Yeah, that's... Oh, you still use the Gamer... I still use Gamer Goo. Of course I do, right? I have a lot of it. You just wish it was edible. Doesn't everybody? You know, it's so great to see how far these games have come. And the original, you know, it was so bad and so clunky, but it was something kind of magical about it, right? Wasn't there something kind of magical about it? Booyah, bitches! Like, the RE1, I mean, there was no texture. It was yellow-green walls. There was something kind of special about it. Wasn't it? Wasn't something special about that? All right. Let's get out of the mansion. I did more than I thought I did. Yeah, how much little ammo you had for the zombies, the amount of zombies you had to kill? Baby, that's rich. I normally wouldn't run this way. I would normally go through the middle door, takes me outside, and then through the portrait room. Blue Coop, what the hell you been up to, ma'am? And what are you playing these days? Is that a series or was it a movie they were going to reintroduce part 1, 2, and 3 in it? With Wesker and stuff? Is that what I'm thinking of, or is it a series that's coming out? I don't remember. COVID held everything back. I was so damn excited to watch the new James Bond movie, and because my wife and I watched... I've never seen Casino Royale, so we hammered out all these James Bond movies with Daniel Craig, and now we can't watch a new one. Hey, you like my umbrella t-shirt? Isn't that great? When COVID was first hitting our state and we were getting ready to go in lockdown, and I was wearing my face mask, my sunglasses, my ball cap, and this shirt out to the stores, I had a lot of people that were like creeped out by it, and they're like, hey, nice shirt, by the way. I just wouldn't say anything to them. I'd just smile, but I'd give them a thumbs up. All right, we got to get an object in here. There it is right there. The metal object, not the stone, but the metal object. And there's a battery in here. Let's take that. Yeah, I got a few of these umbrella shirts. All right, so we're gonna, I know this seems silly, but I don't remember if there's a save point in this version or the first version. So we're gonna save it. Oh, I have a hoodie of it. Yeah, I have a Umbrella Corporation hoodie. A lot of my stuff I bought from... I had the Resident Evil tour bus come through here in my town in like 6 years ago, and I was able to experience the Resident Evil VR before many, as they let everyone go through and try it, a little bit of it, a preview playthrough of Resident Evil 7 with the VR setup. They came through the town and I was able to check some of that out. It's pretty wicked. They all rode in these big like suburban things that said Umbrella Corporation on them. That's where I got my liquor plushie. Exactly. That's where I got my lick plush. Alright, let's head down to the underground, everybody. No more coming back to the mansion. We're pretty much done there. I guess we do got to go through the bottom, through the middle staircase, but we'll be alright. Let's go rip through this underground. I'm ready to be done with it. Not quite yet. I forgot the crank. Zoink! There it is. That was cool, man. They had all these PS4s set up where you could get points. You'd have to get points to get certain achievements and loot. Like, you had to get so many points to get, like, stickers and stuff like that. It was really fun. It was a cool thing. And we're not going to save Chris, everybody. We're going to just let Chris and Barry die. We'll go for the shitty ending. We'll see if I can avoid fighting the Tyrant on the GameCube. Oh, we got snakes out here. God damn it, I forgot all about them. I guess we only got to run through this once, but we cannot get bit. We cannot get bit. I got bit, but I don't think I'm poisoned. Nice. Yeah, we're going to let Barry and Chris die. I know I said we cannot get... I got bit. Boo. Puppies? Birds? Nada. This section right here in the original is so... There's no detail, man. It's just like gray walls and nothing. It's like, oh, here's where we gotta go. Oh, the graphics still look good in this. Frosty, how you doing, man? You streaming tonight? Today? Anything? We got a new game coming up after this. I don't think it'll be any more Resident Evils, you guys. I pretty much think that week's over. We only did 2 Resident Evils. I wanted to do a few more, but I think we got something else we got to play. Uh-huh. I want to break free. Bum 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 bada bum. That's all right. You're fine. Yeah, I do have that. I just had to make sure I had that. I had photos of that hoodie. Was my battery full? Yep, yes it is. Oh, you're not sidetracking me. Not today. The underground. I remember the first time I got here. It scared the hell out of me. The underground was probably like second to the lab was really scary. I thought the underground was even scarier. You know, but that's me. Yep, there is an item box in this one. Yep. All right, we're going to have to deal with some hunters, you guys. Is that Enrique? Hey! SS! I hit the wrong button. I didn't mean to rage. I didn't mean to rage, but thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, SS, you just got your 1-year badge, didn't you? Very nice. Very nice. 1-year badge, man. 1-year badge. That is it. Hells yeah. Awesome. SS. Thank you so much for believing in the channel. Thank you for sticking around for an entire year and dealing with whatever bullshit I have to talk about or whatever games I have to stream. Thank you for being part of the community and contributing, and congratulations on your 1-year anniversary here on my channel. I thank you so much and applaud you for that. I dig it. I dig it. Thank you. That is kick butt, my friend. Kick butt. I'm the first one you ever started subscribing to on Twitch. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you. I wish I had an air horn to like, you know. I don't have one. I know, I need a hype horn. I'm the only one you subscribe to. Well, I appreciate that wholeheartedly. Thank you, SS. Thank you so much. Will I take the shaft? Yes, I will take that shaft. Thank you very much. Thank you, SS. I appreciate that for you subbing to the channel the entire year. Congratulations on your 1-year sub. I would love to make partner one day so I can have like a 2-year badge. I think there's a 2, a 3, and a 5. There's something crazy like that. I took that shaft, baby. Oh, Jill took it. Oh, she took it. You hoe.
Is that you, Jill?
Is that voice Enrico's?
How did he see her?
You're alive.
Stop!
You got COVID.
Are you with anybody, Jill?
No, but why?
The stars are finished. Someone is a traitor. Umbrella set us up.
Enrico! Traitor?
I think if there was a PC version of this and somebody could install like face masks on it, I think that would be awesome. I think that would be so damn hilarious. He's holding something. How can you tell it's a professional? How can you can't say it's an amateur? Somehow he just has a red handle crank. All right. In honor of Resident Evil 0, when you come around the corner and a hunter appears, I think we get one here too. Hunter! In the face! Yeah! Resident Evil logic. Shadow's at 16 months. I know, right? The only way I can get a year 2. The only way I can get a year 2 is that I have to make partner. Like, and you got to get 75 viewers. Here's the thing: is like I know somebody that just made partner on Twitch, and they were saying like, "Oh, I'm averaging 100 people," and every time I see them, there's only like 30 or 40 people in there. So I don't know how they got a Twitch partnership. They were on Mixer, and they came over to Twitch, and like in a week, they were on Twitch for a while, and they were averaging like 20 people. They went to Mixer. I didn't follow them. They come back from Mixer, and all of a sudden, boom, they're partnered with Twitch, but they're only averaging 30, 40 people. I don't know. I don't know how that happens. It blows my mind. Oh, I know you had to clip something there. That shit's funny, Shadow Lady. That shit's funny. I'm saving that as a highlight. And then I'm like, you hoe. Oh my god, that is funny. I didn't realize I sounded like that. Let me save those changes. All right, more hunter time. Hunter! There's 2 of them here. Dirty bitches. All right. Some things are just too good to miss. I know, right? That's funny. Yeah, I would love to have a 16-month, you know, you just don't get that extra stuff there until, you know, you just got to make partner. Actually, you know what? We're going to save it here again just because you can die here. Not that I don't think I ever have. But, you know, shit can go wrong. I mean, God forbid, like, your controller die at the... You know, I'm using a Wavebird. So, God forbid that your batteries die at the last moment. Oh my God. I was telling my wife about that. She's like, she said, "Oh, you died, huh? I don't get it. What's the point? What's your point?" No, you're missing it. You're missing the point. Oh yeah, that frog ate me good. Goddamn toady. What's up, Shadow Lich? Oh, that frog totally swallowed me whole. Didn't it? That part sucked. Oh yeah, man, I played this one so many times. Yeah, Resident Evil 1 is my favorite, hands down. I think I need some. And in the original, a hunter comes through that door. You hear the door go. Ksh, ksh. I don't know if she puts those shoulder pads on. I think Barry helps her. Sure he does. All right, boss fight. Have you ever played this one, SS? Oh, this is a gross spider. Hey, big boy. Hey, big boy. And here's the thing. Oh! You forget about the other spiders. Oh, they're awful. They're so terrible. Almost a Jill sandwich. Leave the room, come back, and the little spiders will be gone. The other sized ones, well, I don't know. But yeah, are kind enough to put a knife in this room for you. I mean, you can shoot these dead. You know, you can shoot those. But just easier to do a knife. I don't like to spend too much time in the spider room, you know. It's not a place I like to hang out. Shadow Lich, I was going to say SS just made the 1 year mark. He has been officially here for 1 year and got his 1 year badge like 5 minutes ago. It's on Steam. SS, you should get it. This is an amazing remake for the Cube. I mean, if you were to get it, it would be like PS4 quality, and I think you should get it. I mean, if you have a GameCube and you can find this game like at a pawn shop for $5, it's great, you know. And if you're a huge fan of the Resident Evil series, it's worth owning. But if somebody was trying to charge you $50 for this for the GameCube, I wouldn't buy it. You know, save your money, buy something else. Me, I'm a huge Resident Evil fan, so of course I'm going to buy it. But I bought this game brand new, I think, for $40. 18 years ago. Ugh. I hate this part coming up. You guys will see it in a minute. The power of Umbrella compels you. Right? That's what I was saying when I was wearing this shirt out in public when our lockdown first happened. People were looking at me funny, and the people who understand Umbrella, like, they thought it was great. My wife said, you shouldn't probably wear that shirt in public. I said, this gives me more reason to wear this shirt in public. It's like real life Star Tropics. The music in this room in the first one used to be really good, and I think it's good in this one too. Yeah. I love the music in this room. I'm a bomb tech. Yeah, you should pick the... You know what? I just found what's on Steam, SS. If you've never played it, And I was laying in bed the other night, and I was like, God, I wonder whatever happened to this game. Because I found it down in my storage unit, and I used to play it a lot as a kid. But there's a really good PC game, and it's old, called Phantasmagoria. I have to push this whole thing off. Yes. Now she'll move. Stand there like a dumb shit, Jill. You should look at, it's $10, and I might need to buy it. Oh yeah, it was wicked at the time. I remember getting it. It was like 7 or 8 CDs, and it's a wicked game, and it is very violent. It's a very violent game, especially near the end. I mean, shit gets crazy. Oh, very much so. But it's a fun game, you know. It's kind of like a Seventh Guest, if you want to compare it to that. You know, live video. Oh, right. Phantasmagoria is more violent than Night Trap, hands down. And people bitched about Night Trap and give congressional hearings about it. 4, 2, 3, 1. Oh yeah, Phantasmagoria has some wicked, like, deaths in it. Like, some shit is so crazy, you can't even believe it. You know, but it's a good game. You know, it's a long one, but the story is really good. I like it. And I should buy it on Steam. And I mean, if I had more time, I think that would be one that I think would be fun to stream. Oh, yeah, I would mess up on purpose just so you guys could see it. Because the end of it is... Oh, yeah, between the guillotine and all that stuff, like, it's crazy. You do get a nice view of an open head. It is. TV today would never be allowed in the 50s. You bet your ass. And same goes with the 90s. Absolutely correct. Right. You think of Night Trap, and they're like, oh my God, this is the worst game ever. And then, you know, years later you get Grand Theft Auto 3, and GTA 3 is so violent. And here comes Barry, just in time to ride the elevator. He's such a scum.
Jill!
Barry? Thank God you're safe.
You too, Jill. A noise I heard brought
You know,
me down here.
given the fact of all the games and what we have today,
Find a place like
and if I had
this.
kids, I think I'd be more aware of what my kids are playing. I really
Have
would.
any idea as to what might be at the bottom?
My parents didn't care.
There's only one way to find out.
You know, and I don't know. I was always the kid on the block that had the controversial video games that always made me want people want to see them. I mean, I guess I had that going for me.
What the hell is that sound? Person.
Jill.
Go check it out.
Go check that out.
Had enough surprises for one day. I'll stay here and secure our escape route in case something happens.
There's gunshots over there. Go check that out. You did the same thing with your daughter. Some were not allowed. No, I would be. I think I'd be super stickler on it too. Right. There's some games, if I had a daughter or a son, you know, there's some games I wouldn't let my kid play either. Oh, shit, I can't do this quite yet. That's right. Yeah, and see, here's the thing is that we're all video gamers here too, so we know what games look like. You know, back in the day, my mom had no idea what she was buying me. I hate this part. You guys will see why. Goddamn Lisa Trevor, man. And I don't got a rocket launcher. So she's definitely harder to hurt. Right, I was able to enjoy Night Trap in my bedroom, and my friends were all like, wow, look at this game, look at these graphics, oh my goodness, they got her, they're sucking her blood. Actually, you don't even see any of that, it's a drill going into her neck. But I do remember my Aunt Charlotte buying me Mortal Kombat, and I'll never forget that. And she goes, don't you want this game instead? I go, no, I want this game. She bought it for me. My Aunt Charlotte bought me that game, and I still own it to this day. And I remember getting it home and being pissed off that I couldn't see blood. And so somehow, I don't know, it like had the 1-800 number, and it said to enter the blood code, ABACABB, and I remember doing that, and it was just like, this is the greatest game ever made because there's blood. Just so happens that I liked Sub-Zero because he was blue and he had like the coolest fatality anyway. You know, he ripped somebody's head off. See, my parents always had to fight me to do my homework. My grades were never the best. I wasn't the best student. But I played all the sports. Like, I did everything I needed to there. It's just, I don't know. My brother laid a path for me different. My brother laid a path that I just really couldn't follow in with sports and academics. I need to see where she's coming from. There she is. Now, this part's tricky, and it's a bitch, because if you go this way first, she's coming this way. If you go the other way first, she's going that way. So you just gotta wait it out. Some parents understand that video game landscape more than our parents did.
Barry!
You know, my wife looks at video games now when I play them. Like Destiny, she was like, this game is beautiful. And I miss playing Destiny for that, you know? And right now, I need to fire my PS4. I need to see just Festival of the Lost. I do it every year. I just miss playing that. But see, here's the thing. When I became older, like in seventh and eighth grade, I played games, but I was more into social life because between the, first, whatever, when you're in like our town was separated between two schools. We had Lincoln and we had Dwyer, and based on where you lived in the town is what school you went to. So right when we got into like 7th and 8th grade in junior high school, the schools merged. So friends that I've had before in Dwyer, I didn't talk too much because I had other kids that I related to and hung out with more from Lincoln. And that's what it was. It was the melting pot then of you're meeting new people. And I was more interested in social life and having fun, even though there were some scary, games that I played. But I probably didn't play games hard again until like freshman year in high school. But then my mom knew, it's like, oh, if he has this game, he's upstairs playing the game, I know where he is. Do you know where your kids are, kind of thing? And he's not out experimenting with pot or alcohol, Was there a study? Captain Cutthroat, good to see you. Captain Cutthroat, SSJ here just received his 1 year badge. He has been officially subscribing to the channel for 1 year. It is kick butt. Yeah, man, I played all these games growing up as a kid too, and you don't see me flipping out. Video games don't cause violence. Yeah. I don't know. I gotta put it to rest too. I don't think it's people. You know what I didn't do? I didn't grab the flamethrower. Way to go, slap. Way to go. Noise, right? Yeah, no one buys that bullshit argument anymore. My wife's sister, or my sister-in-law, she will not buy her kid a video game whatsoever. She hates video games. She can't stand them. She thinks they're a waste of time. And her little boy, now my cousin, every time I'm at their house, I haven't seen him in like a year because of COVID, but every time I was at his house, like his birthday's on the 4th of July, which was pretty neat. But every time like we were visiting or something and I had my Switch out and I was doing something on it, here he comes right over to me and he's like, hey, Nick. Hey, Uncle Nick, what are you playing? He's 9. And he's like, what are you playing? And he's like, can I try? I'm like, hey, bud, you wouldn't understand this game, what's going on. So let me find something easier for you to play. So every time I'd visit him, I'd bring him over my Raspberry Pi and we'd play Turtles and stuff together, something a little more easy for him. So yeah, this is shit that I taught in college, Shadow Lady, is that you have to think of the influence of mass media growing up as kids. I grew up in the Beavis and Butthead era, and there has been accounts of kids setting stuff on fire in their house. That's a true story. They set their house on fire because Beavis and Butthead were doing it. Okay, so here's the thing. It's like, they could have easily been influenced by somebody else, a friend or a neighbor. Kids are sponges. Kids are gonna, if you say damn or ass or shit or fuck, kids are gonna replicate it. Kids are gonna say it too. So that could easily be learned in school by other friends too. But I believe that people always just want to blame somebody else. And yeah, Beavis and Butthead were doing that. I just don't think you can solely blame Beavis and Butthead. Or say for the film Jackass. People are seeing other people do stupid stunts, but why would you go out and replicate it unless you think that you can get on television and be famous for it? You understand that jumping off a roof into a cactus is going to hurt. You're an adult. You know that's going to hurt. So use your goddamn brain. God gave you one. Use your brain and do that deductive reasoning to thinking, if I jump onto this cactus, I might go to the hospital. But people do it anyway. And then they gotta blame the show for doing that. I understand at a younger age, parents have to tell their kids and explain to them, fantasy and reality. I jumped off my garage with an umbrella thinking I could fly like Mary Poppins. It wasn't a high garage, but, you know, there needs to be explained between fantasy and reality to younger kids. I get that. However, as an adult, you know, just use your brain. Yeah. It was always an interesting conversation to talk with my students about Beavis and Butthead. I mean, I really enjoyed that conversation with my kids. Right. Then you have to realize that, hey, just maybe these people don't have a brain. Dropped her. She gets back up, though. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Some people just, it just drives me crazy. Hopefully it'll be a whole new game. Yeah, my wife hates Beavis and Butthead. And I gotta laugh. I grew up watching Beavis and Butthead like in the 6th, 7th, 8th grade. I remember I watched a shit ton of Beavis and Butthead. And I had friends that tried to talk to him and thought they were funny, kind of acting like him, but they really didn't go run around, you know, gluing, you know, they didn't cut hair off their head and glue it to their face. You know, they didn't do that shit. You know, I mean, it's funny. I mean, it's funny. It's not meant to be literal. Yeah, swatting a fly with a hammer, probably not the smartest idea. Probably not. Gluing, I like how he glues that facial, he glues the hair off his head to his face, and he's like, how does she know we've been whacking? My God. You know, it's funny. But I'll agree with you, in today's society, I don't think people have a brain. Damn, we're smooth. No, I don't remember when they were trying to kill a fly with a hammer. I do not remember that one. But I'll take your word for it, though. I bet that's funny shit. Right. You know, I think it's always going to be that shadow with you. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of thing. And that's, I think that's always going to be the argument. Video games cause violence. You know, premarital sex will send you to hell. You know, there's just some things that'll just never go away. Oh, I would agree. Some video games nowadays, you know, they're like watching a movie. My wife would sit down and watch Destiny and be like, Jesus, I feel like I'm watching a movie with you. She's like, I just can't watch you play first person because it makes me sick. But there are some video games that are so beautiful and so cinematic, they are like a movie. You know, my thing is I would love my cousin, the one that doesn't get video games at all, to have some access to some video games. I think it would do him good. I think he would enjoy it. You know, the thing about it is that I think it's a creative outlet. The thing is I use my hands a lot, okay? You guys are going to make me watch Beavis and Butthead. And by the way, that's coming back. Is that honestly, I think some video games improve your hand-eye coordination. I'm not going to lie on that one. You know, I like doing things with my hands. I like tying flies. I love playing music. I'm using my hands on that. Harry Sachs. Yeah, that shit. It's funny. But you have to, I understand that parents do need to explain to younger kids that you can't be doing this, you can't be doing that. But when you get older, you gotta be smarter. Video games have probably caused you not to kill too many people. Video games do improve hand-eye coordination. I think video games also improve memory. You know, like here, I'm not looking up a guide on this. I remember where everything is. So I stream to a gentleman who has a child who is autistic. Now, I don't know if I don't think I've ever told you guys this, but there's certain games that I play that this boy loves because he likes the in-depth map stuff. So the boy is very autistic, and you know he struggles with things like where he lives and his address. But that kid can sit there, as his dad explained to me. He tells his dad where I need to go. Like, it's comforting for him. He knows exactly where everything is in that game. There's nothing wrong with that. I think it's beautiful. You know, I think it's great that you have that ability. You know, I mean, no, it's just functioning at a different level. Oh yeah, the military, you bet your ass, Ozzy. Yeah, I have proved. We're seeing now the military use game training and VR training for some situations, you know, and to deal with stuff. Yeah, it's time to get on board with that, everybody. Start realizing that shit can improve hand-eye coordination, help military help vets with PTSD, coping. It's a good thing. All right, so if you guys are playing the PS4 version and you're trying to get the achievements of giving Barry a pistol, not giving him a pistol, saving Chris, not saving Chris, this is where you want to save the game and keep reloading from here, everybody. This is where you're going to knock out like 4 or 5 achievements in one go. Or maybe not in one go, but in like an hour you can knock out 4 achievements, because you save it here. Okay, you save the game here, and you're going to go down and you're not going to get Barry the gun. You're going to kill Lisa. You're going to reset it after you get the achievement. Then you're going to go back there, and then you're going to give him the gun. You're going to get another achievement. Then you're going to go into the lab, and you're going to save Chris. Then you're not going to save Chris. Then you're going to let Chris die and save Barry. You're going to do that. And this is a great place right here to save it, to knock everything out. Like, you will get a lot of achievements by doing that right here. Really? Your agency has huge virtual wall with 3 wall-size screens for training. Yep. It's what we're moving to, and I think it's fantastic. It's called Milo. Or Milo. Like Milo and Otis. With a curious cat and a pug-nosed pup. Man, it's cold here, man. It's been raining all day. It's supposed to snow tonight here, you guys. Oh, God, I'm so tired and don't want this weather. I'll send you some in a bottle, but it probably won't be snow by the time you get it. If you look down there, I think you see Barry standing down here below you. Yeah, Lisa's story. It's tough.
You're alive. I was worried because I thought you were... down. I didn't want to do it. Believe me, I can explain.
Don't lie to me.
I...
No time to talk. Jill, hand me my gun.
I told you guys that I'm not going to give the gun back to Barry. I'm looking it up real quick. I need to see what it is. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out to get the one to see Nemesis, or the Tyrant. Hang tight. Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure I don't screw it up, but I might. All right. Yep, we're not going to give it to him, okay? You guys okay with that? We're not going to give Barry his gun back, all right?
I can't do that.
Jill!
Barry!
Bye, Barry. Now we get Barry's Magnum. Look at the thing coming out of her mouth. I thought we could knock her ass off, but maybe I was wrong. She can knock me off, though. Look at those skills, man. Oh, she runs. I didn't know she ran like that. Get it. There we go. All right, Cutthroat. Hey, we'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by. Definitely do appreciate that. Shoot first, talk later. Cutthroat, have a good night. Wasted a shit ton of ammo on her. So if you're trying to get all the files for this game, you're getting philophilia, whatever it is, you got to make sure that you check here, because there is a item in this sarcophagus. And I guess we do get something from Barry here. Mora and Polly. So you only got 6 shots with Barry's Magnum. Shit, you know what I forgot to grab? Forgot to grab the Eagle medals. Damn cockroaches. Look at Barry's Magnum, man. That's a big gun. A big gun. Alright, let's go beat this game, shall we? Oh, is it from a novel of this game? All right, everybody, you're going to see... Now, this is kind of interesting that we actually have to change discs. Magnum is the strongest gun in the game. It is. And I actually think Barry's Magnum is a little bit stronger, but you can never reload Barry's Magnum. You only get 6 shots out of it, and that's it. Other than the rocket launcher, you know, I mean, something that can be achieved through one playthrough, the Magnum is the strongest gun. It's the Dirty Barry gun. The Dirty Barry. I remember this part in the PlayStation 1. I was like, wow, I made it here. I've made it to the lab. This has to be near the end. This has to be the lab. This is it. We're getting here. And then the cutscene. All right, everybody. That's a disc change. I've accidentally hit the reset button instead of the open cover button before. I've done that shit. Never pleasant. And the opening scene to the lab is pretty cool. At least I think it is. It's creepy. The music's creepy in this game, in the lab. Let's try to get through this as quickly as possible. We don't need a lot here. We don't got to do any modiscs. Do got to handle some zombies though. Look, that mirror reflection in the water looks really good. Is that a battery pack? No, that's a Mo disc. We don't need it. I believe we already missed one Mo disc. I think with the tiger eye. The lab is definitely short. So in the original, do you guys remember what the, well, I guess I typed it in, but do you remember what the original code was for this? In the original, not this remake. Do you guys know what it was? It was John was the login, and Ada was the password to get into the original. That hasn't changed. John Ada hasn't changed. And now in the original, the password to get to the B2 level was mole, like a mole, like in the ground, underground mole, like a mole. But this one, it's cell. John Ada cell, John Ada mole. And the next level doesn't require a password. We really don't need anything back here, but I'll show it to you guys. And some cadavers back here. It's kind of creepy. There's some goodies back here, like a battery pack. Got 6 knives, 6 battery packs. I think we're doing quite well. Shit, I need a key. Can't remember where the key is. Don't remember if it's in here or upstairs. I couldn't remember those passwords. I don't remember a lot of passwords, but I remember those ones. Who doesn't like naked zombies, right? Here's your MoDisc reader. What does this look like? What does that look like? Oh, Justin Bailey's classic, right? They make the MoDisc reader look like a little GameCube, huh? No, we don't have we need the the nitro canister for that. We'll be going getting that in a minute. Chris is technically here at the end of the hall. You have to do the MoDisc readouts to get into there. But even then, you can't save Chris right now. You have to do it once the alarm goes off. And then everything's over. We're going to head upstairs. You know, yeah, Shadow, we've been talking about that. I don't think I'll get a TG16. I never had one growing up. I don't have any games for it. I bought one TurboGrafx 16 game over here. I bought APB because I want to be able to. You said the converter's out for the Analog Pocket, right? They put that out. I mean, it's not available to purchase yet, is it? I mean, I will want that for the Analog Pocket. I want to play APB because APB was a fun arcade game. Okay, we're looking for a key, everybody, and I bet the key is in this room. Now, let's see if I can remember this password. It's always it's like a lightning bolt. Shit, I didn't do that. Okay. Yeah, I'll need to get that well, first off, I need an Analog Pocket. There it is. Here you grab the slide. In the last room I was in, you grab the slides and you come down, you come up to this room, put them in the projector, and you can actually read a little bit about the monsters. It's kind of neat. Did I grab the tape? Thank you. Let's boobs. Did it just write boobs? Yeah, let's see if I grabbed that tape. I don't know if I did. If I did, let's watch it. Yeah, here we go.
Get away from me! No! Hey! No!
Wow, he's on your stars team? And that's his shooting? That's how he shoots? Ugh, no wonder why he's dead. Crunchy. Yummy! Resident Evil. Right? That's what you get, dude. If you can't hit it, you're gonna get eaten. All right, now we got the lab key. We're gonna head straight through the doors. Go get the canister. Come back, fill it up, call it a game. I think there's a self-defense weapon. Yeah, there it is. That door in the original, when you put the key in, it goes, wah! There's this really just loud alarm. It's terrifying. Especially when you get to it for the first time. I remember getting to the lab for the first time. It was like midnight. And I got that key and I opened that door and my speakers were kind of loud on my TV. And that alarm went off. It scared the shit out of me. Oh, I jumped. You have to go to the grocery store. Oh, this game will be over in before 25 minutes. This game's going to be over in 10. We're not saving Chris. I don't believe we fight the Tyrant. I'm not sure on that because I really don't do this ending a lot. This part's a bitch. Never liked this part in the game. So I got a really good story here. You guys are going to laugh your ass off at this one. First of all, these hall monitors suck. I can't stand these things. Oh, fuck. I mean, this is something that could kill me. Has before in the past. Holy shit. Can I not shoot it? Jesus, criminies. Crime in Italy. Okay, so this is funny. True story. My moderator, Executive Bear, you guys know Executive Bear, is my cousin. He's been here to help stream with me before. We were playing this, and I think the last time I saved it was the guardhouse. We were doing something in the guardhouse, and he didn't save it. I didn't save it either. And he comes and we get here, and he grabs that canister. Oh, the chimeras. Yes, thank you. And he gets all the way here for the to fill up the canister, and he fills it up, and it's like, warning, you know, shooting or unnecessary jolting or jarring of this can set off the nitro fire. So he fills it up, and he's walking out these doors, and he's walking through that hallway I just came in out of, and he killed a zombie in there. Well, the thing about it is that we're trying to get the best ending, and you know what happens when you let a zombie sit for a while in this game. He does precisely that. He lets it sit. And that sit, and it sits, and it sits. Turns into a Crimson Head, and he's walking right by the zombie, and that Crimson Head rises up like Nosferatu in Dracula, or just Nosferatu. He rises straight up like that, and he comes at my cousin Bear, Executive Bear. And what does Bear do? Bear fires his rocket launcher. He fires his rocket launcher, and he hits the zombie and blows himself up. And yes, like off Wind Waker, kaboom! Game over. And now, wonder how far I can run. And now, we didn't save it since the guardhouse. Okay. We didn't save it since the guardhouse, and once he realized that, I'm like, oh my God. I go, you died. You didn't save it for so long. He goes, nope. And he goes, I'm done. And he threw the controller down and he walked away from it. And I said, dude, we were trying to do a speed run on that and you blew it. So I just really finished playing, because the way him and I played this game is that he would do the first part of the mansion. He would get all the way to the guardhouse for me. I would do the guardhouse, the mansion revisited, and the underground. Okay, and that's a lot. And then he would come to the lab. So it was really spaced out quite evenly. I had to continue playing, then go do the guardhouse again, do the mansion revisited, do the underground, just so he could do the lab. And I told him, I said, if you die again, like, I'm gonna be so mad at you. Yeah, you know, next time he's in a chat, ask him about it. Oh, it sucked. It sucked. Like, ruined an hour and a half, 2 hours of playing. All right. Now we can move. Oh, yeah, he blew himself up, man. He blew him to smithereens. Now we're going to have some more chimeras, but we're going to get around them. Oh, really? Did you do that? Okay, I've never ran like that to see if that would happen. So I guess it does work. If you run, you'll blow yourself up. God, I hate this next part. Just don't like it. There's a lot of chimeras in here, and this room's loud in the original. Like, it's loud. God, I hate this room. You need to walk, it's confirmed. Oh, he blew himself up. I was so pissed. I'm like, now I gotta play again for like another 2 hours. Thank you, Executive Bear, for not saving it and not burning that zombie. I was so livid. I was so pissed. All right, everybody, we're getting really close to the end of the game. I don't think I need to fight the Tyrant, given the fact of my choices, but I can't confirm it. In the original, I never had to. But we will grab everything we need, save it one more time, and go check it out. That's funny you confirmed it. Oh, first aid spray. Nice. Well, I guess we got to save room for the battery, but not right away. All right, let's go. To smithereens. Well, we're not going to have Barry say, Jill, wait up for me, because I'm a slime ball. Oh, the elevator's working. That's good. That's good to know. It's good to know. So on top of going and checking out like Neptune, the sharks in the underground, in the guardhouse, this next scene also is probably one of my favorites too, for the graphics, lighting, everything that's happening in it. I always admired this part. I always thought it was really cool. Right here, I always thought this looks good. There was Jill Jam all over. Yeah, I always thought this was really good lighting. Yeah, it's great. There's a part here where Barry like turns on you right there, and Wesker confronts you too.
Wesker.
Barry's a disappointment. It's too bad he wasn't much of a poker player.
Poker
You were
face.
behind all of this. Why eliminate stars?
Believe it or not, that's Umbrella's intention.
So having stars nosing about is an inconvenience. You're just like all the other things. A slave of Umbrella.
Yeah.
Smart girl, but I think you misunderstand me. The things you mentioned are nothing. I'll burn all of them along with this entire laboratory. That will be the end of my connection with Umbrella.
What? What are you planning?
I want to show you something.
creepy.
The ultimate life form. Tyrant.
You couldn't have been experimenting on people. No.
It's beautiful.
For the sake of this thing?
Mm-hmm.
You'll never understand.
Good ending there. I think we have to fight Tyrant here.
I'll deal with you, freak.
You freak. But we only have to fight him just here. Woo! Down goes Frasier. Oh. Karma's a bitch. Alright, well, we need the key because we actually don't... I don't believe the alarm goes off. You guys are going to see an interesting ending. It is the worst... It's rated the worst ending, right? And given... I don't think it's the... It's the worst ending, in fact, that you really don't save anybody. But I think it's a cool ending. Yeah, you don't see Wesker get impaled quite often there. I mean, you got to work to get the bad ending. All right, let's go call it. All right, the potential of getting a bad ending. Damn chimeras. God, those things suck. Yeah, I get stressed out for that too. Getting a bad ending. Always thought that looked good. The wet hall. It's pretty good. I've never played Undertale. The laboratory key. Is that a canteen or is that the battery?
This is Brad. I'm running out of fuel. If there's anyone alive, contact me now or just give me a sign. I repeat, this is your last chance.
You want to know something funny? I think on the original Resident Evil, when you get the flare, it's so cheesy looking. But here's the thing about the original flare. I don't know if you guys remember this, but when you used to buy Crazy Glue back in the day, it came in like this plastic container that had a square bottom and a round top. And if you go back and you look at what the flare looks like in the first Resident Evil, to me, that's what it looks like. It looks like an old tube of Crazy Glue. That seems crazy, but I didn't mean to do that, but that kind of turned out funny. It seems crazy to me, but it looks like an old thing of crazy glue. Wow, that was really dumb, but that was funny. I didn't mean to do that. So if we notice now, there is no alarm going off. So get your ducks in a row, because you got a fight coming out here, but I don't believe we fight the tyrant. I believe that's over. I believe that's a game, ladies and gents. I don't think we fight him. Not in the ending that I did, Blue Coop. I went the route for the worst ending possible. I didn't give Barry his gun. I didn't save my brother. But you'll see a different ending here, okay? Sploosh. Or not my brother, but you don't save Chris. No kaboom. But watch this. You'll get a different ending here. It's neat. Resident Evil. Yeah, so you get the ending where the tyrant's still alive. You didn't save Chris. That was the tyrant, man. That was the tyrant. He's not dead. Oh, Barry's dead. Oh, Chris probably died in the cell. Yeah, he probably no doubt in starved to death. Or something got to him. Well, given the fact that you see Chris again, I don't think Chris died, you know? He got out somehow. But I guess it's never really addressed. Hey, Jill, you bitch, you left me in that cell to rot. I know. See, we're seeing a little bit of Rebecca there, too. Dude, if Chris can break and smash a boulder, I'm sure he can break out of a jail cell, right? Get that virus going. Hype it up with that virus, baby. No, definitely not this version of Chris. But that's why you had to shoot up in the jail cell, right, to get out of it. That's why he smashes boulders. That's a nice boulder. You did a good job, Rebecca, but that's a nice boulder. All right, let's see my grade. Should be a shitty grade.
Jill, you did a fine job.
Yeah, I didn't play so fast. Got the closet key. And that's it. So this background changes once you beat the game. This background changes. So let's see here. Like, it doesn't normally look like that until you load it and get to play the game again. V for Vendetta or Vendetta? This part always creeped me out. I have not. See, and this, you can see that this screen looks completely different. Okay, so we have this one, and if we load it, now we have a different looking screen. And here in the GameCube version, we do have Invisible Enemy. We do have Real Survivor. And then we have once again with Forest. And now Real Survivor's a pain in the ass and Invisible Enemy just is miserable. But if you want the gold, or I mean the platinum trophy on the PS4 version, you're going to have to play all those. And they're not fun, you know, but my advice to you is you can do both of these at once. They also have a knife only mode in the PS4 version. And what I would do is I would go Invisible Enemy and knife only mode together, and then do Real Survivor, you know, with weapons. Yes.
Resident Evil.
Let's see if I can see an enemy quick. Oh. I forgot. We'll see if the first zombie we see is invisible, or if he's invisible when he comes. He's probably not invisible when Barry shoots him. You guys got to deal with a little bit of dialogue here. Oh, maybe not. He starts off with a knife. Chris's music is already stressful. Here, we'll show you a little Invisible Enemy. Moves. Miserable. He's dead. Damn near killed me. So here's why I said you can do Invisible Enemy with knife only, because the thing about it is with Invisible Enemy, I mean, when I did it, I didn't even kill anybody. You know, I just ran through them, because the thing about it is with Invisible Enemy, for one, you can't see him, and with knife mode, I mean, it's such a pain in the ass. Here's the thing too, is I there might be a trophy on the PS4 where you don't kill any other monsters except the ones that you have to. But if you're doing knife mode only, you're not going to want to try to kill the zombies anyway. So you need to know where they are. I mean, you could either do you could do them one at a time and do invisible enemy with all your guns. But I think I ran invisible enemy with knife mode because I knew I wasn't going to kill anybody. I knew where everybody was. So I did it on easy mode. Okay, do it on easy mode. Do invisible enemy and knife, and then just be done with it. The hardest part on knife mode only was fighting the plant. The plant was really a big pain in the ass because I might have did it on easy. Got to go in there with a lot of life, you know. But tough part, you know, invisible enemy's tough. You know, you just need to know where everybody is. And maybe the best thing to do for you on invisible enemy would be to have guns. You know, that might be the easiest. You know. Anyway. That being said, everyone, this was a good game. This was a fun playthrough. Definitely my favorite of all of them is Resident Evil 1. Yeah, out of all the Resident Evils, Part 1 is my favorite. Hands down. I'll fight you on that one. That being said, take a little break. Maybe, I think I might start a new game tonight. I probably should, given the fact that we don't have much Halloween left. What are those, SS? What are those? What are those little creatures? Oh, it's good games. Are those dolphins? What is that? I like them. I like them. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and call it here. Next up to play would you know, I have a few games over here. I think we're gonna be done with the Resident Evils. It's kind of a toss up here between, I might do something really short just to have some fun. Might have to play D again, not too sure, but we got a few here that I need to think about, but I'll make that decision in a bit. So maybe you guys will see me here on. I'll put it on Discord if you guys want to know. So if you haven't done so already, if you want to keep the conversations going, and maybe that's a possibility. Yes, that's Castlevania. I got it. I have it sitting out over here. Maybe I got to switch to something easy, something just a side scroller. Because it's tough to go from a game like this and do another game like this and another game like this. They can get really old. You know, so that being said, everybody, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. I do have a YouTube channel. I actually have, I think, about 30 videos that I've uploaded but not have made public yet. So I'm going to be doing that here in a few moments. And uploading or making all these videos that I've uploaded public. So you guys are going to see a huge flux in our a huge rush in videos going up to the YouTube channel. I do have a Twitter account if you guys would like to follow me there. I do announce when I'm going live. Like I said, we have the Discord if you guys would like to join on that conversation. I'll be talking about what game I'll be playing next. And as always, please continue to show your support by following, sharing, subscribing, or donating to the channel. All of that goes in preserving this, keeping me here playing games, providing entertainment, upgrading equipment, new games, maintenance, all that shit. It's a lot of work. So everybody, thank you for watching. This was Resident Evil for the GameCube. I appreciate it. I will be announcing if I'm coming back live tonight. Yep, I'm trying to get that trademark, but got some other things I got to buy first, you know. But if they get that unemployment coming back, then I'd probably use some of that money to get that trademark. You know, it's 10 years, I think it is. I get it. SS, thank you so much for those biddies. Thank you. That definitely goes into the trademark. You know, I got that trademark fund. Still a hell of a ways away from it, but we will try to get that. I think those balloons go right through my face. Look at that. That's creepy. That is creepy. Thank you, SS, for the biddies. I really do appreciate it. And watching, and hopefully you'll pick this game up. This is a good game. Check it out on Steam. That would probably be your best bet if you don't have a cube. So everybody, again, thanks for watching. Do appreciate it. I'll be announcing tonight if I'm going live and with what game I'll be playing. Have a good night. Please stay safe, and I hope to see everyone back here soon. Maybe tonight, definitely tomorrow. Stay safe.